Waalaikumsalam, Doktor. Good morning.
Ya, okey. So semua apa khabar? Sihat? Sihat Alhamdulillah semua sihat. So sekarang ni kita dah last class. Okay, today is our last class. And what we're going to do is to discuss the last tutorial on the topic of ratio. Okay, I would like to confirm with you, kita punya final exam dah keluar ke belum? Last? Belum Are you sure? Sebab saya jadual saya di sini di kampus Gombada. So, kalau untuk kampus Gombada tu dah keluar. Betul tak kelas? Do you notice that? Ke sebab you all ni tak terlepas pandang? Memang tak dapat lagi okey lah kalau belum. Sebab kat sini dah keluar kat sini dah ada, and the final exam will be started on 3rd July, if I'm not mistaken lah, on 3rd July. And it's just around the corner lah, so it will be impossible lah kalau belum keluar. Kan, just tak sampai lagi dalam less than 2 weeks, okay? Less than 2 weeks, for the final exam will be started on 3rd July. Okay, tak apa. So first we discuss the tutorial lah, okay, for the ratio. On the first one lah, question yang file yang pertama yang letak tu, question number 4. Okay, question number 4. So are you ready, class? Shall we start to discuss now the question? Okay. So question number 4, it provide you the trial balance, okay, the information on a few of the figures lah, okay. For the company Mekarwangi, which is a florist shop. Okay, so it also provide the information on inventory at the end of the month was 65,000. Calculate the following ratio, and you not only need to calculate them, but briefly explain the findings. Okay, so gross profit ratio, net profit ratio. Okay, sebelum kita nak discuss dia punya answer, I nak you identify gross profit ratio tu di bawah ratio, which type of ratio, class? Profitability ratio, yes. And the net profit pun samalah kan, is a profitability ratio. And for the C&D, current ratio and acid test ratio is under which type of ratio? Liquidity ratio. And the last one, inventory. Inventory turnover ratio is efficiency ratio ataupun we also call as the activity ratio kan. Okay, now kita tengok macam mana nak kira pula. Okay, at least you know the type of the ratio. under which category, and now we look how you just apply the formula lah to calculate quotient or ratio ni. Okay, so anyone could explain or could share the answer? So how's the formula class as I give to you during the lecture last time? Edward, where you get it? This is wrong. Why you took the other one? You not took the formula that I give to you from the slide. Okay, as I already give to you the formula, you just follow from the notes that I give lah kan. Jangan pergi ambil tempat lain. Ambil yang saya bagi. That one is much more simplified and easy to you. So this simple one kan, daripada slide yang I bagi tu, gross profit ratio, formula is gross profit divided with sales and time with the 100. Okay, so from this question, we need to find first the, what class? We need to find the, this is not the direct question lah kan, dia tak bagi lagi you the figure of gross profit. So what you need to do adalah, betul tak kelas? Dia belum bagi pada you gross profit figure kan? Am I right? Am I right? The question doesn't give to you directly, but you need to find it. Betul ke tak? So meaning that if the question do not give to you directly, the gross profit, you have used the previous knowledge that you studied, okay, in this paper on how to find the gross profit lah kan. So to get the gross profit adalah sales, kita nak kena minus dengan apa kelas? Sales minus with
Cost of goods sold.
cost of goods sold. Okay, so we have the sales dia berapa? Sales dia
500,000.
500,000. And then the first figure lah yang you kena cari. And then what we need to do?
Minus dengan cost of goods sold.
Minus dengan cost of goods sold. But remember, do we have any sales return or purchase return?
So yang sales tu 500,000 minus 7,400, which is sales return.
Kena minus dulu lah dengan sales return sebab dia ada berlaku sales return. Okay.
Tak dengar.
Okay, so you dah, untuk sales tu you dah, apa ni, keluarkan sales return?
Dah.
Okay kan? So, kita kena keluarkan dulu lah kalau ada kehilangan belian. So, sama juga, purchase pun kita ada purchase return. So, kita kena keluarkan dulu. Okay? So, you ambil tak figure purchase return tu, kelas?
Ambil.
Ambil lah. Oh, memang dah exclude siap-siap lah ni. So, you punya gross profit berapa?
258,000.
Okay, 258,000. So, itu adalah kita punya figure untuk gross profit. So, since the formula adalah gross profit divide with the net sales. So, 258 divide dengan 492, 600 and times with 100 untuk dapatkan percentage lah. So, kita akan dapat berapa, kelas?
52.4%.
52.4%. Okay, semua dapat Since this question dia bukan direct, you kena cari dulu berapa dia punya gross profit, net sales dia, okay. Okay, next, net profit ratio. Okay. Yang gross profit tadi tu semua dapat 258 plus. Semua dapat gross profit tu. The correct. Okay, you kena plus dulu dengan opening inventory kan. Kena consider closing inventory yang dia bagi tu semua ya. Okay, next adalah net profit ratio. So, net profit ratio pun sama. You nak kena, dia punya formula adalah net profit divide with the net sale. Betul, kelas? Net profit divide with the net sales and then times 100. Okay, so we already have the net sales figure that we calculated previously to get the gross profit ratio tadi. So now kita nak cari net profit ni lah. So net profit kita akan dapat dengan gross profit minus dengan all the expenses that we incurred lah. Okay, so expenses yang ada dekat sini kita ada salaries, kita ada water and electricity, we have general expenses, we have insurance and also interest on loan. And this is all the expenses, okay, that you need to deduct it from the gross profit to get the net profit. So how much is the net profit, class? How much is net profit? Net profit adalah 114,000. Okay, 114. So divide with the net sales, 492,600, and we will get 23% as the net profit ratio. Okay. Okay, before we forget, tadi kita kira all the ratio. And we go back to the gross profit tadi. What does it mean? Of the 52% tadi tu, 52.4% to 52%. What does it mean, class? The gross profit of 52, kita ambil 52%, 52%. What does it mean?
maknanya 52% tu daripada dia punya, bukan 50%, so dia ada lagi baki dia tu, dia bayar untuk COGS dia, and 52% tu daripada sales tu dikira sebagai gross profit.
Yeah, so 52% adalah gross profit and the balance of 48 kan, 48%
Ah,
48%
dia guna untuk bayar cost of
Dia
goods sold
cost
dengan
of-
expense.
sold. And how about the net profit? So the net profit that we get is 23%, and what does it mean?
Maknanya lagi 77% baki dia tu dia guna untuk bayar COGS, and baki dia tu net profit dia.
Bukan, not only COGS but the expenses.
Okay, COGS and expenses.
77% has been used to cover or to pay the COGS and all the expenses that incurred, and it leave 23% ataupun 23 cent as the net profit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next adalah current ratio and the quick asset ratio ataupun asset test ratio, which is under the liquidity ratio lah. Okay, so we go straight away lah untuk current ratio. How much? Your answer, class?
4.21 ratio to 1.
2.2/1. Okay, 4.2/1. What does it mean?
Maknanya dia guna RM4.20 of their assets to cover their current liabilities.
So, meaning that the company is
Stable untuk bayar
able
hutang.
and able to cover the current liability using the current asset. Okay, next for the current ratio, current ratio pula. Quick asset test ratio ataupun dia ada dua nama kan, quick ratio ataupun asset test ratio. So how much the score?
3.29.
3.29/1. Okay. So for this one pun samalah, nak interpret macam tadi jugalah kan. Kan, macam tadi jugalah cara you nak interpret the meaning of the ratio. Okay. But for this ratio, we excluded the inventory, which is we know that the inventory, we cannot easily transform it into cash. So that's why we exclude it in the asset test ratio. So we will get more accurate to find the ability of the company to settle the current liability using the current asset. Okay, and then the third one adalah inventory ratio. So how was the formula? How's the formula for inventory ratio? Bukan inventory ratio, inventory turnover.
COGS divide by average stock.
COGS divided with the average stock. So remember we already calculated the COGS previously kan? Betul tak?
Yes.
So our COGS berapa kelas?
234,600.
No, the COGS tadi.
COGS 6,500.
234,600, betul lah saya silap. 234,600. Saya tak tahu siapa lagi yang follow our discussion sebab seorang je yang duduk respond to me, Syafiqah, I don't know. Saya tak boleh nak kata semualah sebab orang tak respond tu saya tak tahulah dia faham ke tak faham kan. Okay, so COGS kita 234,600, and remember to get the average inventory, we have the inventory pada awal bulan tu kan, 1 September, bukan awal bulan, awal period dia. 56,000 plus dengan 65,000 divide by 2. Kan?
Yes.
Yes, to find the average inventory. So finally we get the Inventory turnover for how much after you did the calculation?
3.88.
3.88.
88.
So inventory dia ada dua kan. Kalau untuk this kind of ratio adalah efficiency ratio kan. So dia ada dua untuk apa ni? Untuk yang pertama tadi tu untuk inventory turnover ratio. So soalan ni dia suruh cari inventory turnover ratio lah. Kalau dia tanya inventory holding period, it will be the other formula lah yang you kena guna. Tak sama juga, cuma you nak kena times dengan 365. Faham kelas? Okay. So COGS kita dah kira, kita dapat 3.88 times. So this is meaning that the turnover of the inventory or inventory replacement that occurred during the year is equivalent to 3.88 times or equivalent to 4 times lah. So is it we don't know kita nak interpret ini adalah bagus atau tak kan, sebab kita tak ada what we call the industry level lah untuk this company, kita tak tahu kan. Jadi kita we could say that it's quite good lah kan, sebab 3.88 times or equivalent to 4 times the inventory turnover or inventory replacement occur in the companies. Okay. So kalau you nak kira inventory holding tadi kan, inventory holding, so you times lah dengan 365. Okay, so next question number 6 kan, betul? Question number 6. Question number 6. So you just to find the missing figure. Do you manage to find the missing figure, class?
Yes.
So how much for A? A adalah opening inventory. So berapa? A
4,000.
4,000, and then B adalah COGS
25,000.
25, and then C gross profit
475,000.
75, and for dia lah net profit 1 to
5. 1 to 5.
yeah 1 to 5, and for E adalah
Opening inventory, business BB 2,000.
and then F
20,000.
20,000, G 300, and
80,000.
the last one, the net profit 140,000. So we done on the find the missing figure, and then B, calculate the following ratios for both business. So for the first one and the first two adalah profitability ratio kan. So gross profit ratio for company A tu Adi lah kan. For company A berapa gross profit ratio dia?
95%.
95%. For B?
Sama, 95%.
Okay, and net profit margin?
Business A 25%.
5, and B?
35.
5%. Then the third one adalah kita nak cari average
Production period.
production period. Okay, so how's the formula?
Account receivable bahagi net sales darab 365.
Account receivable divide with the net sales
Darab 365 days.
365. So, did I give to you the formula class?
Ada dalam slide.
Ada kan? That Thursday kan, average collection period. So, account receivable untuk Adi given kan? So, how much account receivable untuk business Adi?
45,000.
45,000. And for B, berapa dia punya tu?
54,000.
54,000. Okay, so dia punya net sales 500 dan juga 400. Yang lain dapat tahu macam mana kita ambil information ni. So, berapa average collection period untuk Adi?
33 days.
33 days. And for B tu nama dia BB?
50.
50. Not exactly 50 kan? Because 49.28.
Oh, so kalau dia 49.28, dia tak payah bundakan 250.
Dan dulu you belajar math macam mana nak bunda kan? More than 5 baru boleh round up.
Okay.
Ingat tak?
Ingat.
Kan? Tak sampai mana boleh.
Okay.
Alright, so we done the calculation of the average collection period, which is under the efficiency ratio. Okay? Efficiency ataupun activity ratio. Tapi kalau you ada tengok certain buku, dia ada classify di bawah lain lah kan. Tak apalah, kita follow apa yang I share dengan you lah. Okay, jangan follow dekat tempat lain pula. Okay, so see if you are looking for a profitable business, which one is preferable? Justify your answer. So which one antara Adi dan BB? Which one is profitable? Jadi bila kita nak cakap profitable ni, kita nak kena tengok profitability ratio lah kan, to decide. So, in terms of profitability ratio, which one?
Business BB.
Business BB because of what? Because of
Dia,
what?
the net profit margin of business BB is higher than business Adi.
Okay, and this is indicating what? Business
Dia
has lower
expense.
cost. Okay, has lower expenses as compared to business Adi kan. Sebab
Yes.
at the first place, bila you tengok business Adi MBB, dia punya gross profit ratio sama. 95%. But when we calculated the net profit margin, business BB is higher. Okay? Okay, so this is due to the higher of the operating expenses incurred in business RD. And there is less operating expenses incurred in business BB. So that's why the net profit margin of business BB is higher than net profit margin in business RD. That's the reason. Okay, and the question number 8. The last one, question number 8 kan? So there are several types of ratios that can be used to evaluate the performance of a business. Briefly explain the purpose of the ratios below. So I hope that you know how to explain lah. Okay, profitability ratio ni you provide the definition and you explain why we calculate profitability ratio. Okay, and then liquidity ratio, why we need to calculate the liquidity ratio, what are the purpose of this ratio. Okay, for number 8 tu semua. And you also can, to explain, you provide the example on each of the ratio lah. So kalau profitability ratio, apa ratio di bawah profitability? Okay, and you bagi tahu, you bagi ratio di bawah that category, and then you provide the purpose lah. Okay, class? And then for B, the following information shows the financial ratio of Kelisa Enterprise and Siakap Enterprise. Okay, so it provide to you the information for 2008 and 2009. Okay. Analyze the strengths and weaknesses of Kelisa Enterprise for the year 2008 and 2009 in relation to its profitability, liquidity, and efficiency ratio. Now you need to compare first within the company itself first, okay? But you compare within the year, okay, 2008 and 2009. Okay, so the first two, gross profit and net profit tu adalah profitability. The second one, current ratio, exit test ratio, liquidity. And the third and the fourth, yang keempat dan keempat dan kelima, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yang kelima dan keenam tu adalah inventory, efficiency ratio ataupun activity ratio. So how? Seorang tolong bagi in terms of profitability ratio of Kelisa di antara 2 tahun tu, 2008 and 2009.
For profitability, the net profit margin for the year 2019 is higher than 2008. This means that a net profit margin of 50% indicates RM50 cents of sales revenue was used to pay COGS and expenses, and other 50% is the net profit. Thus, 20x9 has less expense than 20x8.
Tapi you tak cakap tentang gross profit ratio dia. Dia kena cakap dua-dua lah kan. Kita
So, kalau
in term of
gross profit margin dia sama.
sama.
Okay,
So the gross profit margin for both years are same, which is 60% of the gross profit margin. However, for the net profit margin, for the year 2008 is only 40%, whereas for 2009 is 50%. This shows that the company is much more profitability during the year 2008-9 because of the higher of net profit margin, 10% more than the year 2008. Okay, so this is because could be due to the lower of operating expenses incurred in the year 2009. Faham, kelas? I hope you noted apa yang I explain to you, since you are too quiet except for one of our friends, Syafiqah. Thank you, Syafiqah. So for the liquidity ratio, okay, macam mana liquidity ratio pula?
Jawapan saya, the current ratio for 2000x8 is better than 20x9. This means that for every current liabilities of RM1, there is RM5 of current asset in 2008 can cover the liabilities compared to 2009, which is only RM4.
Okay.
But 20x9 has better quick ratio than 20x8. This indicates that 20x9 do not depend on its inventory to pay the creditors.
Okay, repeat lagi yang tu saya tak dengar sangat tadi. Yang apa? Quick ratio tadi tu.
20x9 has better quick ratio than 20x8. This indicates that 20x9 do not depend on its inventory to pay the creditors.
Ya, okay. Okay, semua dapat And the next one.
For efficiency, the year 20x9 has better efficiency than 20x8, which indicated by its average collection period of 30 days and inventory turnover ratio of 8 times. This means that 20x9 has 10 days shorter than 20x8 to collect debts. 20x9 also has faster rate of inventory turnover ratio, which means that the holding period of the inventory is shorter. Thus, the sales activity is good.
Okay, tadi saya ni bateri saya ni padam. So komputer padam. Jadi ulang balik efficiency ratio tadi.
Efficiency. The year 2009 has better efficiency than 2028, which indicated by its average collection period of 30 days and inventory turnover ratio of 8 times. This means that 20x9 has 10 days shorter than 20x8 to collect debts. 20x9 also has faster rate of inventory turnover ratio than 20x8, which means that the holding period of the inventory is shorter. Thus, the sales activity is better than 20x8.
Okay, because of the average collection period is shorter, in 2009, and the inventory turnover ratio or inventory replacement also higher in 2009 as compared to 2008, only 6 times, but in 2009, 8 times. So 2009 is showed in terms of efficiency ratio, 2009 is better than 2008. Okay. All right. And for B, compare the performance of Kelisa Enterprise and Siakap Enterprise for year 20X9. Okay. Okay, so kalau kita tengok secara directly we go through kalau in term of profitability ratio, of course Siakap is better kan class? Yes or not?
Yes.
Profitability ratio Siakap is better lah. Directly kita boleh nampak kan sebabnya gross profit ratio Siakap lagi more 5% higher, and also for net profit margin pun sama 5% more. Okay. So kita tengok in term of liquidity ni, kita tengok secara terus lah, ini belum bagi in a proper sentence lah kan you punya answer. Okay, kalau current ratio for in term of liquidity ratio, in current ratio Siakap is better, but for the quick ratio both the company are same, okay, after excluding the inventory. So Siakap also have the same acid test ratio or quick test ratio score, okay. And then average collection period, yang ini average collection period 55 days, which is Kalisa is better lah kan, sebab dia hanya ambil 30 days. But in terms of inventory ratio, inventory turnover ratio, Siakap is much more efficient because they could make it 10 times a replacement of the inventory as compared to Kalisa that only make the replacement of the inventory for 8 times during the 2009. So kalau in term of profitability tu, I rasa tak ada masalah, you boleh explain. In term of quick ratio pun okay. Okay, kalau in term of efficiency ni tadi macam mana? Sebab yang tu bagus, yang tu tak bagus kan? So which one would be the better in term of efficiency? Kita tengok, kita kena compare, kena bagi fair lah. Okay, in term of average collection period, collection the debts lah, okay. In term of collection the debt, Kalisa is better lah because it able to do the collection for 30 days. Whereas for Siakap, it will take another 5 days extra, okay, to collect the debt. Kita tak boleh nak bias lah, so you kena go one by one lah. Okay, you go one by one and you comment by one. For average collection period, Kalisa tu better. Okay, in terms of efficiency ratio. And then another one for efficiency ratio, inventory turnover ratio. However, in terms of managing the inventory, okay, in terms of managing the inventory, Siakap is much efficient because of 10 times, 2 times more than Kalisa lah to make the inventory replacement. So kita explain one by one lah. Okay, so kita tak boleh nak cakap Siakap ataupun Kalisa lagi bagus lah in term of the overall of efficiency, tapi you go through one by one lah. Kalau average collection period, Siakap Kalisa lagi better. Okay, sebab lagi cepat untuk collect debt. Tapi untuk inventory management, inventory turnover ratio, Siakap lagi better sebab dia lagi efficient lah. 10 times of the stock replacement lah boleh dibuat dalam tahun tersebut. Untuk current ratio pun you boleh cakap lah Siakap is slightly higher than Kalisa lah. For the quick ratio sama lah untuk kedua company ni. Alright, do you have any question?
Okay, kalau kita nak terangkan tu memang kena ambil each point lah kiranya.
So tak bias lah kan, you tak ada lah nak cakap ini yang ni sebenarnya yang ni lagi bagus tapi you buat conclusion yang salah. Jadi bila dia tak consistent, you go one by one of the ratio lah. Kalau kedua-dua ratio tu memihak kepada satu company tu, you boleh buat conclusion lah kan. Macam yang mana tadi tu? Macam profitability ratio tu kan. Okay. Tapi kalau dia tak konsisten, you go one by one lah. Okay, yang ni bagus. Yang ni tak bagus. Okay, faham?
Jadi at the end kita tak perlu decide yang mana paling bagus.
Tapi kita dah cakap one by one kan for each of the ratio.
Okay.
Sebab dia tak konsisten. Okay, we look on the other question on apa nama dia, Kesatria Sendirian Berhad. Okay, so for this question, dia ada bagi income statement, dia bagi you balance sheet, and also they provide you the additional information, which is Gemilang. Okay, Gemilang, which is as the industry, the same or the competitors lah dalam same industry, nama dia Gemilang. So they will provide to you liquidity, profitability, and efficiency. So compute the following ratio for Ksatria: current ratio, inventory ratio, asset turnover, ROA. Okay, straight away we look at the answer. Current ratio, how much, class?
1.48/1.
1.48, tu boleh buat jadi 1.5 lah, okay? And then for inventory turnover,
5.2 times.
2, okay, and then asset turnover,
1 time.
1 time, and then the ROA, how's ROA, how's about ROA, class? Mana pula hilang ni, ROA berapa?
6.41%.
How much?
6.41% for return
6.4.
on asset.
6.4. Okay, semua dapat 6.4?
Dapat.
Dapat, Doktor.
Alright. Okay, then you had calculated all the ratio. Then for B, compare the ratio that you compute for Ksatria Sdn Bhd. Compare with Gemilang lah, okay? And explain based on liquidity, profitability, and efficiency ratio. So bila you nak compare, you letaklah dalam kolom. So barulah mudah you nak compare kan. Nak compare Gemilang dengan Ksatria. Okay, so I hope that you already put in column lah so that you boleh nampak easily for you to interpret and to make the comparison which one is better lah. Okay, so semua put dalam table class. Did you put in table?
Yes.
Okay, so kalau you tengok kan contoh markah kat situ for you to compare and give the explanation in terms of their performance, in terms of the three of the ratio tu 9 markah. So banyak kan, so maksudnya you kena interpret betul-betul lah kan supaya you will not lose the marks. Okay, so liquidity ratio, the current ratio of Gemilang tu you just copy lah, ambil je semua-semua tu, and then sebelah dia letak Ksatria. So Ksatria tadi kita kira current ratio 1.5. So sasar lah Ksatria tu lagi better lah kan in terms of the current ratio. Kita tengok sekaligus tu dulu. Profitability ratio Gemilang 8.1%, tapi Ksatria 6.4. Okay, so mesti Gemilang lah lagi profitable lah kan. And then in terms of efficiency ratio, Gemilang 2.5, Ksatria 1.0. Inventory turnover 8.3. Betul tak ni? Asset turnover 2.5, okay. And then inventory turnover 8.3. And then asset turnover for Ksatria 1. For inventory turnover 5.2 times. So secara overall memang Gemilang lah kan, lagi better. Okay, so we look at liquidity first. So Ksatria current ratio is 1.5/1. Okay, is significantly better than Gemilang company, which is the current ratio is only 0.8/1, meaning that Ksatria could use 1.5 of its current asset to cover the current liability. Maksudnya dia boleh manage lah to cover the current liability using all of the current asset. However, for the Gemilang company, it showed that the company would not be able to use the current asset, okay, to settle the current liabilities. Betul, class? Okay, now we look at the profitability ratio. So profitability ratio, Gemilang is much better than Ksatria in the profitability ratio. So it show that the profitability, the Gemilang is more profitability of more profitable company as compared to Ksatria. Because, so ni you nak kena interpret ROA tu. Because of what, class? Macam mana ROA ni?
Maksudnya Gemilang make higher profit with their asset than Ksatria.
Yeah, so more efficiency in ataupun lebih efficient jugalah in using the sekejap, return on asset ni betul ke profitability? Saya dalam nota saya ikut saya tertukar ke? Betul tak, kelas? Just double check lah, takut tersilap. Dia lagi profitability kan?
Betul.
Okay, betul So, Gemilang Sdn Berhad could generate more profit using its asset as compared to Ksatria. Okay. And then for efficiency ratio, class, macam mana? Yes, anyone for the efficiency ratio?
Gemilang Sdn Berhad has higher inventory turnover ratio and asset turnover ratio, which is 8.3 times and 2.5 times, compared to Ksatria Sdn Berhad, which is 5.2 times and 1 times. This means that Gemilang Sdn Berhad sold their inventory at a faster rate than Ksatria Sdn Berhad, which indicates that their inventory may be slow or not moving. It is also indicate Gemilang Sdn Berhad is using their asset efficiently than Ksatria.
Yes, okay. So, we are done with the tutorial on ratio. So, thanks. Thanks for Syafiqah because you sharing all the answer just now so that we can discuss smoothly. Kalau tak ada yang bagi jawapan, jangan saya nak tak ada yang respon, saya tak discuss. Kan? Okay, do you have any question, class? Ada soalan? Ada. Okay, dekat slide, dekat clip, I ada put extra notes untuk topic ratio. So, you boleh tengok I baru letak tadi. Okay, extra slide untuk topic ratio ni. And then, you do not have any question to ask me?
Doktor,
Since this already your class.
Doktor,
Yes.
untuk final paper nanti berapa jam? 2.5 jam ke?
3 jam macam tu lah. Lebih kurang. Tak ingat lah. 3 jam.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Doktor.
Yeah. So answer for your final, answer all question. Only 3 questions rasanya. 3 question je. So topic cover macam biasalah soalan ada adjustment kan. And then ada soalan on FIFO LIFO. Macam dalam you punya ni lah. Kita dah letak siap-siap kan? Kita tak beritahu lagi. Ada tulis hari tu kan? Final exam. So final exam ada 3 soalan saja. So which is we will cover untuk final exam ni CLO 2 dan CLO 3 lah. Okay, so topik daripada CLO 2 dan CLO 3. So yang CLO 2 adalah daripada inventory, tajuk FIFO LIFO tu, dan juga soalan yang you need to prepare the adjustment, okay, the adjusting entries. And macam yang kita buat tutorial banyak kali tu, adjustment kan, dia bagi you financial statement and trial balance, and then ada adjustment, you kena buat unit adjustment. Lepas tu you kena prepare income statement, statement of profit or loss, and then statement of financial position. Soalan big question lah. And then ada soalan inventory, FIFO LIFO apa semua tu, dan juga soalan daripada CLO 2 juga untuk ratio CLO 3. Okay, jelas about your final exam. So make sure you write your name on each of the your answer script nantilah. Kan kita takut ada berlaku kekecilan ke. And also write the page number. Okay, put the page number on the page of your answer script tu kan, supaya senang lah. Page number on the top, tulis besar-besar. Write your name each of the pages together with your benefit number. Okay, satu lagi saya akan bagi susunan maksudnya itu apa ni dipanggil sebagai, untuk senang saya nak susun itu tulis dekat cover page depan-depan nanti. Saya akan bagi cover page untuk you jawab dalam final nantilah. So, semua akan menggunakan cover page yang sama yang I bagi Okay, faham kelas? Baru cantik kan pakai cover page yang sama. So saya akan bagi you cover page tu nanti. Cover page tu kalau tak print pun boleh, okay? Tapi dalam cover page tu nanti you akan tulis your own number. Nama yang saya dah susun. Okay, mengikut susunan apa susunan saya nak susun nanti. So nanti saya akan bagi number tu dalam group Telegram lah. So you ikut susunan number tu untuk masing-masing. Tulis besar-besar on the top of your cover page nanti Sebab cover page tu nanti you boleh typing je. Okay, so tulis besar-besar kat situ. Faham Saya akan bagi file tu dalam Word lah. Baru you boleh terus type dalam tu. And cover tu you tahu kan, I nak you mergekan file lah. Put together. The cover page mesti letak sekali dengan maksudnya you submit to me one file only. Satu file. Tak nak cover satu file, jawapan yang you tulis-tulis tak tulis tangan kan. Jawapan tu satu file. Tak nak I nak within one file. So you belajarlah macam mana nak mergekan dua file yang berbeza menjadi satu file. To combine. Faham Macam mana nak combine dua file jadi satu file? Faham tak? Faham Yang tak faham, yang tak tahu tu boleh belajar dulu macam mana nak combine two file menjadi satu file. Maksud saya two file tu apa? Satu file nanti adalah file cover page yang saya akan bagi. And then another file tu adalah jawapan yang you akan scan. So combine them to be as a one file. So submit dalam satu file lah. Okay. Okay, jelas And then apa lagi? Ada soalan? Do you have another question, class? Tak ada, okay. So, I akan bagi you lagi soalan untuk journal adjustment tu. I bagi lagi you soalan untuk you buat ke? Mungkin sebab I takut tak ada jawab soalan kan yang you nak cari. Tapi saya malas dah nak upload dekat Clip tu. I bagi gambar je boleh? Saya I bagi gambar je. I snap the picture. Sekejap I snap. Macam tak nampak pula. Hello. So macam pelik lah pula jadual uni tak keluar lagi sebab kita dah nak exam tu dah dekat sangat dah kan kita nak exam ni. So kesian pula dekat you all.
Diorang kata jadual exam keluar masa study week.
Tapi yang untuk bom badak dah keluar dah.
Tak tahulah doktor, kita orang tak dapat lagi.
Okay, I dah nanti kalau dah tahu jadual tu bila bagi tahu saya sebab saya kurang late sikit jadual kampus lain ni takut saya tak sedar. So saya dah bagi soalan tu dekat dekat Telegram tu. Boleh cuba buat. Apa lagi ya? Apa lagi? Ya, saya nak bagi ni soalan LIFO juga dekat you. Sebab kalau tunggu kelip, I takut lambat nanti I tak ingat pula nak letak. Okay, class, you get it? All the question? Attendance macam biasalah dekat klip. Macam, ke tak ada attendance dekat klip kan? Ha?
Tak ada doktor dalam kali.
Tak ada? Dah habis dah? Ya ke? Tak ada. Kenapa tak ada? Sekejap saya check. Kenapa tak ada? Why tak ada? Tak ada. Hari ni tak ada. Sekejap. Saya tambah So from apa tadi? So, I dah tambah dah. Boleh tak? I dah tambah dah. Cuba check. soalan lain kelas? Do you have any other question yang you nak tanya? Kalau tak ada, kita boleh tamatkan kelas. You boleh ambil masa untuk buat soalan yang I bagi tadi. Ada 2 soalan. Faithful LIPO dan juga kena adjustment and prepare all the financial statement lah. Ada soalan tak? Kalau tak ada, memang saya nak leave ni. I nak leave the meeting now. Okay, so tak ada. I wish you all the best lah for your final exam later on. And pada kalimat tu nanti saya akan update lah to you bila once I'm done lah. So normally I akan siap sebelum all your final exam lah. You will know how much your continuous assessment. Okay. So ingat pesan-pesanan saya tadi untuk jawab soalan final tu. Okay, so hope to see you again lah. Tapi rasa dah tak jumpa dah kot. Tapi if you meet me at another time, so please tegur-tegur lah kan. Sebab saya mana kenal awak mana kenal saya. Okay. So thank you. I'm sorry for everything lah kalau dalam proses pembelajaran yang tidak memuaskan hati you. You expect the other thing than another thing that you got. So I'm sorry for all the witnesses. And tahniah pada selamat maju jaya. Okay, selamat maju jaya sebab you punya journey masih lagi panjang kat depan tu. Masih lagi panjang. So jangan mudah berputus asa. Jangan mudah give up. And the one thing is you need to focus for anything yang you buat. Apa-apa je yang you buat, you kena fokus. Fokus tu sangat-sangat penting lah. Kalau kita tak fokus, apa yang kita buat tu mudah menyimpang daripada tujuan asal kita. Okay, so bila buat sesuatu tu, buat bersungguh-sungguh. And you must choose these chances of study ni, gunakan sebaik mungkin. Sebab apa yang berlaku, apa yang kita decide untuk buat pada hari ini, itulah kesannya yang kita akan tanggung pada 10 tahun akan datang. Kan? Sama ada kesan baik atau kesan yang buruk lah. Jadi, apa yang you buat pada hari ini, buat dengan sebaik-baiknya. Decide wisely. Decide wisely. So, kalau masa belajar betul-betul. Fokus betul-betul. Jangan fikir nak buat perkara lain. Okay? Jangan nak buat perkara lain yang tak sepatutnya. Jangan ganggu emosi kita dengan perkara-perkara yang tak sepatutnya lah. Dan sebagai pelajar, belajar betul-betul. Jangan fikir soal perkara lain. Saya harap you faham lah. Kita jangan fikir perkara lain. Belajar betul-betul. Sebab peluang yang baik dalam hidup kita ni hanya datang sekali sahaja. Maksudnya peluang untuk you grab sekarang adalah fokus pada pelajaran. Okay. So saya nasihat ni sebagai kakak kepada adik. Sebagai kakak kepada adik-adik. Okay. Sebab istilah remaja kan, kadang-kadang berfikiran tak matang. Ataupun so mungkin saya tak kenal you, but if you have anything that you mind to share with me, it's okay. Sebab I treat you only macam adik-adik saya je. Okay. So kalau rasa nak share, nak tanya my opinion ke, you are welcome to ask me. Okay. Jangan tanya pasal apa. So saya halalkan semua. So biasalah kan. Yang berlaku tu saya tak letak di hati pun. Okay. Apa yang berlaku tu waktu tu je lah. Okay. Dia tak ada apa-apa. Ada apa-apa kesan lah. Okay. Sebab perkara tu adalah common lah kan. So you pun must aware for the what we call kelemahan yang you buat kan. So kelemahan kita, so kita improve. Okay. Kita pula tu kura-kura. We should improve ourselves. Okay. Kesalahan, kesilapan, kelemahan itu perkara biasa. But once you regret for the wrong doing that you did, so you perbetulkan. Jadi yang lebih baik daripada yang sebelum-sebelum ni lah. Okay. Sebab even contohlah kalau you Bila kita silap tu lah yang kita belajar kan. Kalau kita tak silap, kita tak belajar. Dari kesilapan tu lah yang menjadikan kita seseorang yang lebih baik. Tak perlulah nak rasa menyesal sampai 10 tahun kesilapan kita kan. Tak apa. Contoh kan, contoh dalam netizen kita Malaysia ni, dia hanya, contoh kalau you masih ingat tentang Kak Long 7E. Ingat tak semua Kak Long 7E hari tu? Ingat tak kelas?
Ingat doktor.
Ingat kan, Kak Long 7E tu. Sekarang dah tak ada dah. Okay, jadi kita tak perlu nak regret over the years for all the mistake that we did. Let it go. Okay, let it go and we move forward. What you have is, you have the long time in front of you that you can reverse back all the mistake tu untuk menjadi yang lebih baik. Kesilapan tu, kalau kesilapan dengan Allah, kita kena taubat kan, bertaubat. Semoga Allah bantu kita untuk jadi lebih baik, tak buat lagi kesilapan tu. Kesilapan manusia, kita minta maaf kan. Minta maaf sebagai hamba Allah, bila minta maaf. Kesilapan dengan diri sendiri, you berjanji pada diri sendiri you untuk betulkan balik. Jadi macam Kak Long 7 itu, memanglah kita tengok kan apa yang dia cakap tak betul lah. Dia punya action daripada apa yang anak dia buat tu. Tapi mungkin dia tersilap waktu tu kan. Dia tersilap waktu tu. So mungkin disebabkan kesilapan tu, dia akan jadi diri dia yang lebih baik. Kan? Okay. So do you have anything to ask, class? So next week will be your study week dah kan? So ada. Alright, so boleh buatlah semua soalan yang I bagi tadi tu as your revision for your final exam. So do all the best lah. Alright. See you again, class. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you doktor.
Okay, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you,
doktor.
doktor.
Thank you doktor.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doktor.
Welcome. Assalamualaikum.
Terima kasih.